Well, hello everyone. I'm back again. I didn't expect to be back so soon, but I thought this was a pretty interesting story to say the least. It is breaking news, and I found a few other articles too that I think you'll find interesting. It's warming up, so I decided to pull my hair up. That's not a big deal. I'm gonna make this quick. I know a lot of you were not expecting this. A lot of you may not even get notified, but that's okay. That's okay because I love you guys. I know you'll come in as you can, and at least if you're interested in the story. So there's a plugged water well, sort of erupting, spewing, uncontrolled in West Texas. And these wells, they're not just any wells. It's where they have been putting the wastewater for oil and drilling, and they were supposed to be plugged, right? What we see is the Texas Railroad Commission, which regulates the state's oil and gas industry, has obtained a no-fly zone in the area of what it says is an uncontrolled well in Crane County, where its crews are working to control the flow of super salty water erupting from beneath the surface. The Houston Chronicle, though, says that the no-fly zone extends to 3,000 feet in the air. So I don't know if I could actually get an accurate picture for you, but the super salty water is following the path of least resistance. And while this is an article for today, apparently these geysers and plugged wells in West Texas, that they've had a problem with it since 2020. Here is an article from Texas Monthly on January 12th, 2022, talking about a forgotten oil well burns 100-foot geyser in West Texas. Geyser. The salty water spewing high on Crane County Ranch, another Crane County thing, could be a sign of whack-a-mole future in the Permian Basin. That's how it starts out. It was saying that you could see a new 100-foot column of salt water from 5, maybe 10 miles away. It shoots into the air under extraordinary pressure, as if someone had aimed a fire hydrant straight at the sky. Beginning on New Year's Eve or in the early hours of 2022. It's funny, we're about to hit 2024. Something like that happens around. A nice cyclical look to it. You know what I mean? An estimated 25,000 barrels of briny water has emerged from the earth with a dull roar each day, turning the surrounding West Texas landscape white with salt and other minerals. Even so, as is often the case in the Permian Basin, what's happening above ground is far less interesting than what the heck is going on underground. I've never seen anything like that in West Texas. That's definitely not natural pressure. There is no natural aquifer within hundreds of miles capable of shooting water skyward like this. And the source of the blowout was initially a mystery. No well appears at the location in the mapping database of the Railroad Commission of Texas, which regulates oil. Excuse me. No, I'm coughing. Okay. Which regulates oil and natural gas activity, nor does one appear in the state's water well database. And a lot of this information is kind of being said in the other one, but nonetheless, within a couple of days, Railroad Commission contractors had arrived on the cattle ranch about 35 miles southwest of Odessa, where the geyser formed. Can you imagine? I mean, how bad does it have to be that now they have a no-fly zone of 3,000 feet, right? That's okay. And then you look at all the pressure that West Texas has been under. So anything underground might come out with force. And even bugs would want to move around if something isn't right, especially the ones that live underground. Okay, so that's just an article from like a year. Yeah, about a year ago. About a year ago. Yep. So this is an increasing phenomenon. This is something that's becoming a problem. No fly zone. Can you believe that? No fly zone. That's amazing. All right. Something else that I saw in connection to the cities that could disappear by 2030 due to rising sea levels. One was Basra, Iraq, New Orleans, Louisiana. Same ones, same ones. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, Amsterdam, Netherlands, Savannah, USA. The one in Savannah, it says the Savannah River in the north and Ogeechee River in the south could both flood the city, meaning that when hurricanes and floods appear, the effects may be even worse. Okay, those articles are out, and it said by 2030. In connection, we have a 100-year flood, flooding due to raging Androscoggin River in Rumford makes history. Article came out one day ago. It's considered a 100-year flood by the National Weather Service in gray. It means that there is a 1 in 100 chance, a 1% chance of a flood this severe happening in any given year. The forecasted crest of this river is being compared to the April Fool's Day flood of 1987. All right. So as of 3:30 p.m. Tuesday, the Androscoggin River is at 22.12 feet, remaining in major flood stage. Meanwhile, in the Amazon, that would be South America. Yeah, because Sahara's in Africa. But there's this article says everything is dead, how record drought is wreaking havoc on the Amazon. Talking about Brazil. For communities on the Brazilian island of Marajo, the ebb and flow of the Canatico River remarks the turn of the seasons. But when summer hits, the river dwindles to a stream. Still, its flow is normally sufficient. This year, however, a severe drought has engulfed large swaths of Brazil's Amazon forest. So isn't that strange that water's coming up out of the desert in West Texas while the jungle in Amazon is turning into a desert? It's drying up. The growing zones are changing. I'm so sorry today, you guys. I guess I've got a scratchy throat. Okay, now, while this is happening, of course, you're going to see migrating species. And one of these, and you might not like it if you hate spiders, but this is an ugly big one. Well, it's kind of beautiful and terrifying at the same time. It's got these really long legs, and it's yellow, black, and blue, but it's called a Joro spider. This article says, what are Joro spiders? The invasive species spreading in the U.S. A large yellow spider native to East Asia is taking hold in the eastern U.S. and is heading north. The Joro spiders are sometimes called parachuting spiders because they can move by shooting out a long strand of silk that gets caught in the wind and carries them through the air. The Joro is part of a group of spiders known as orb weavers, where they're highly organized wheel-shaped webs, common in Japan, China, Korea, Taiwan. Joro females have colorful yellow, blue, and red markings on their bodies. They can measure 3 inches across when their legs are fully extended. Are they dangerous? It only poses a threat to the things that get caught in their web, or people prone to heart attacks because they're terrified of spiders. From what I gather, it feels like a bee sting, but they're relatively harmless to humans. All right? Just know that. But that's not the only one. Wildlife officials warn of large invasive blue crab species moving into Georgia. See, things are moving around. You got to watch the insects and the animals. They're moving, and they are. Georgia wildlife officials are warning of an invasive species of crab that is now appearing in the state that will mess up the ecosystem. There have been sightings of large, non-native blue land crab along the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Those areas, same area where those spiders are too. Those areas are well north of where they usually live. While we are uncertain about the potential ecological and economic risks these crabs pose, we are currently concerned about damage caused by their extensive burrowing. All right, they're moving north. We knew it was getting hotter. It's even too hot for the crabs. They don't want to be a part of a crab boil. The crabs have one bigger claw than the other and are not always blue in color. Adult males more often have the blue coloring, but females can be white or gray. Pretty sure I've eaten those before when I was younger. And check the comments super fast. So glad to see everybody here. Nancy, Debbie, Sojourners, and Sunshine. Yeah. All right. Got to say hello to everybody, basically. Yep. Angry, angsty, angry, worried, confident, confused prepper. Didn't want to miss you, sweetie. All right. We got some thumbs up already. All right. And last article, it's interesting. It's very interesting. It's just, I have to at least bring it up. It's a little bit different in relation to what I just read, but check this out. New AI can predict people's time of death with high degree of accuracy, study finds. Whoa. Whoa. They are predicting your death now. I mean, can you imagine trying to get a loan? They go, oh, well, we can't give you this loan because you only have 2 months to live. You won't be able to fulfill your duty to pay the loan. Sorry. And they say it's accurate, really accurate. A groundbreaking new chat GPT-like artificial intelligence system trained with the life stories of over 1 million people is highly accurate in predicting the lives of individuals as well as their risk of early death. It was trained, this AI. It analyzed the health and labor market data for 6 million Danes collected between 08 and 20. They converted the database into words to train a large language model dubbed Life to Vec, similar to the technology behind AI apps like ChatGPT. Once it learned, it could outperform other advanced systems and predict outcomes such as personality and time of death with high accuracy. They predict your personality too. They'll know. See, this is how deep they're starting to go into your business without you even knowing it. They can tell your personality. What's with accuracy, high accuracy. What's exciting is to consider human life as a long sequence of events, similar to how a sentence in a language consists of a series of words. I can see the benefit, but we're not in a world where people take this kind of information and use it for our benefit. They use it for their benefit. Can I post links of these articles? I just clicked out of all of them. I'll start doing that. But I'm definitely reading off the titles, and you can often Google the titles. So, and those articles will come up too. Yeah, Nancy hates spiders. My cousin Stephanie hates them too. She goes ghost white, along with that blonde hair she's got. It's like, where are you, Stephanie? Where'd you go? Hello, Bird Mama. God bless you, and Merry Christmas. Thank you, Dan. Thank you for asking people to hit that like button. Pray for you, Shay. My grandma always called me that, Shay. Hello, Hipsy Gypsy. I wanted to come on here pretty super quick, but mostly to talk to you about the water wells that are going on in West Texas. They're saying it's uncontrolled. Like, they're trying to really figure this one out, where they've been having problems, they say, since 2020. But we also see that in that same, the West Texas panhandle, West Texas, we've been seeing a huge increase in quake activity swarms that have been spreading east towards San Antonio. So for myself, there may be people that want to contest this. It's like pressure, water, earthquakes all around the same area. They must be related. Of course, if there's pressure underground, anything that's under there is going to have to come back up. And as with pressure, even if you have, like, say, an infection in your arm, the pressure follows the path of the least resistance. So it's like I talked about years ago, that there was like a pincushion effect going on with the drilling and everything that had been going on underground. While there was no pressure and they could do that safely, everything seemed to work out. But once we started having these magnetic anomalies, right, and the pressure and heat started building from underneath, from the core, then the pressure on top would start pushing all, it would, these pinholes would start becoming exit areas. And that's why you're seeing that things are unplugged. So take a look around. Texas isn't the only state that did this. All right. All right. I love you guys. I will talk to you very soon. Hopefully we'll be able to take the rest of the day off, but just take the bad news as, I'm sorry, an opportunity to really be thankful if you're having a good day. That every day when you like, I'm having a good day, really start appreciating that. All right. And I hope I can at least help you with that much. If you're having a good day, then you're all right. Praise God, right? In Jesus' name. All right, y'all. Love you. Thank you for coming. God bless you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.